Hello everybody, this is Your Life My Hands. Anyways, this is something I've been meaning to do for a long time. Finally got around to it today and wanted to pass along some suggestions for anyone who may be trying to do the same thing. Anyways, this is a 2008, this is my truck, this is a 2008 Dodge Ram 3500 Cummins, and it has a manual transmission in it. Bought it over a year ago, never got around to actually adjusting the e-brakes properly, and so I just wanted to make this. I finally did it today. They're much better. I live in the great state of Florida. I don't even need my e-brakes half the time, so not a huge deal if I didn't have it. Anyways, there's quite a few videos of this out there. I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm definitely not getting into the passenger side one because the passenger side one is super easy. So real quick, passenger side, that grommet right there. Grab it, pull it out, and you have a little star nut in there. And with that one, you're going to be taking the screwdriver, putting the flat end on top of it and pushing it down, and it'll spin it, expand it, and it will grasp on the inside of that drum there. That side's super easy. Pop the grommet back in, you're done. That's right on the ground level, you know, that's not a thing. So the reason I'm making this video is for the driver's side, because that's where the most fun begins. All right. Oh, boy. Okay. So, driver's side. I'm sorry, it's kind of windy out today. Hopefully the video's all right and audio's okay. The driver's side, probably familiar with it, is right up here inside that little cubby hole. This is actually the most room you're gonna get is over here. There's not a whole lot. It is a pain in the ass. You're gonna pop that grommet out. The star nut on this one needs to be pushed in the upwards direction while you're moving it. So they make some fancy little tools for doing this kind of stuff, which is basically just nothing more than a screwdriver at a 45-degree angle. And if anyone, you know, is frustrated and wants to get this done without having to buy a special tool, then here's my suggestion. Bend a screwdriver. I shit you not, just buy a cheap one. This is a 3/16 Craftsman. Heated it up, just bent it at a 45-degree angle-ish. You may have to adjust it a little bit. And that's how you're gonna get back here. Get out of the wind here. That's how you're gonna get back here, and that's how you're gonna do this. Quite frankly, from the top, goes in, and you get on the nut. The nut is on the near the back of the truck. It's aimed towards the back of the truck. I've seen some videos where it looked like the guy was like further up inside there, but I found mine was back here. I don't know if that's, I don't know the difference between the years. So anyways, right here, you put it down and you're gonna pop it up, like constantly. So word of advice, just buy a cheap screwdriver, bend it, pretty easy. Secondly, it's nice to have a little bit of light on this. I would suggest something like this. This is an Olight, the Baton 3. It's a very short flashlight, super bright. And you have to find a way to position it. I found that reaching around the other side of the axle, back here, like over here, shining it in that way while I was working with the screwdriver was helpful. It's difficult to see the star nut, but I found that depending on which angle you are working in, if you can see like right through this little crack right here between the two pieces of metal, like right there, you can see, depending on what angle you're at, you can see the star nut and you can see how many turns you're getting on it. So this requires a lot of patience if you don't have the right tools, or if you're not a very patient person, buckle up. But it's not difficult, it's very tedious. Also, one more word of advice. If you're doing this right, you're going to jack the truck up and have it on jack stands, so both the back wheels are off the ground. And then that way you'll be able to spin the back wheels as you're tightening up the pads, and you'll know if you're going too far, because then of course you'll get resistance while you're spinning the wheels by hand. That's a good sign, because you don't want to over tighten them, and then that means they're always engaged, always rubbing, and you could possibly overheat something, possibly blow up a bearing. You know, just don't do that. That's the proper way. Once again, I'm in Florida, I don't need that. I can just tighten them up a little bit. I know they're 10 times tighter than they were and better, and they're not rubbing. So that's if you're doing it properly. There's also the quick way, which is what I did, just by laying on the ground and doing it that way. Once again, really 3 tools: small flashlight, screwdriver, something with a little needle nose at a 45-degree angle to get those grommets out. Getting the grommets back in can be a pain in the ass too. Either way, if you're gonna do this, just be patient and maybe get like something like this. It'll help out a little bit. So hopefully that helps somebody. Hopefully they get that project done that they've been putting off for a little bit. And if you have any other suggestions, please throw them in the comments so somebody who stumbles across this video may be able to find it. Anyways, good luck guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.